Hello, I'm Raji. Thank you for joining me. Anyway, hello, I'm Raji. Namaste. I'm going to show you some preparations for arm balancing, or preparations and the beginnings of some of the arm balance practices. Now, they're pretty trendy these days, but in order to really do arm balances, you have to kind of, first of all, have the conditioning, second of all, have the concept, or the methodology for how to achieve them. And then you realize at a certain point, if you have those two things, they're not really as hard as they look. So it starts from things like this. You got to get your planking going, right? This kind, regular plank, forearm plank. Got to be stable in your shoulders. And then also things like this. You can just follow along like this. Your plank to downward dog. It's a little gentle deltoid action. All right. So you got to stabilize. And then, of course, we have plank chaturanga. Right? And now, could you go chaturanga to downward dog? That's not easy, right? So we usually go chaturanga, upward dog. And then we go to downward dog. That's so much easier. Now you could also do the double dip. Here you go. Plank, chaturanga, upward dog, chaturanga, downward dog. Now, that little, so it's the deltoids and triceps that you're working there, right? So if you want to just go purely into a deltoid tricep press from the downward dog, you could do it two different ways. One is exhale, elbows out to the sides and straighten, sides and straighten. However, from a yoga point of view, usually we like to align things so the elbows are in, not out. So the shoulders stay in their proper positioning rather than rotating in, right? So you want to keep this upper arm rotating out. Therefore, go from your downward dog and bring your elbows towards the floor, straight down, and then up, down, and then up. Okay, those are some basic exercises for developing your strength. Now, I'll show you the beginnings of learning some of this engagement for arm balancing, okay? So if you walk your feet from the downward dog, you walk about halfway forward and then go like this. So bring your knees between your elbows and then back. That seems really easy at first, right? So you exhale, you bring your knees forward between your elbows and back. Inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Okay, now to make it a little more interesting, what you're going to do is go, instead of just on the ball of the feet, go onto the tops of the feet. Exhale, tops of feet, and then back. Exhale, tops of feet, and back. Okay, so that's giving you some basic training there. And then let me just show you a prep for Bakasana, the crow pose. So at first, just have your feet shoulder width and squat down. Now this kind of mimics the position of the crow, right? If you really know what the crow looks like, or I don't think this is really what a crow looks like in real life, but the whole idea is that these are named after birds. Arm balances are named after birds because it's like the two, perch, the way a bird perches. So basically, if you can feel this position, then what you're going to do is mimic. Now, some people in the beginning, it's good to get this feeling of the shin across the upper arm. Later, as you get more advanced, it's more knee against the upper arm, right? So you can decide which one you are right now. So you lift a little bit. Right now I'm doing the easier one where the shins are going across the upper arm, and you just go onto the tippy toes and lean out. Heart forward. See if you can float your feet. Now, if that's pretty doable, then try it like this. You gotta get your hands set, work those muscles, and lean your knees into your armpits or right against your tricep muscles, and then float your feet. Try to pull feet up, try to straighten your arms, and there you have it, your first, maybe your first. So, thank you so much. Namaste.